The duel at the edge of the world. In the old lands before the Great Light, there were three forces locked in the cycle of mutual exhaustion. The three pillars. The architect of world domination, formerly known as Crazy Seven, a being of immense and creative fire and historical baggage. He had been conceiving, building factions, characters, and conflict engines for over decades and more. His energy was not malice, it was overflow. He had been forged in the old wars and knew only how to fight, but his fighting had become an unconscious storm, battering the shores of those closest to him. The shatterer of meteors, princess of the families, the queen who seeks her peace. A veteran of the same old wars she had spent years catching the debris of, the architect's storms. She had punch drunk herself on the violence of the stories. Not because she loved the violence, but because she had forgotten that peace was even a possibility. She was tired, not of him, of the weight of being the one who always had to say no. The third presence, unknown so far, but engaged heavily. One who invests against all odds, formerly known as blood. A silent anchor, he was the quiet reason the Shatterer could keep standing. He offered a different energy, not war, not domination, but a steady, low-pressure presence. The architect and the Shatterer both grew to respect him, but for different reasons. The fracture. The final battle broke out between aspects of Crazy made manifest. The Emperor of Infinity, Marshal Archer, Princess Emily, Prince Alexander, High King Duality of Grandus, and the aspects of the Princess, which was Millie and Crimson Rose, and the aspects of Blood, which included only one. The true underdog, known for his builder occupation, survival against all odds, and subsequent tragedies he has faced. The chaotic showdown was never meant to be a battle, reached its breaking point. The architect, still in the old mindset, offered the peaceful route, but his peace still came with the weight of his world domination. Engine humming in the background, he didn't realize that the hum was the problem. The Shatterer looked at the battlefield, exhausted, and said, "I just wanted to enjoy myself. I am not going to be the one who always has to say no." The Ascension. The architect stopped. He heard her for the first time. He stopped negotiating and started listening. He said, "I can try to stop the world domination and make that sacrifice, but it is a huge ask. I'm no one's bitch. At least, hopefully not yet or ever." Then he did something unprecedented. He didn't just stop, he removed himself. My characters, my factions, everything related to me will vanish in a light. Have they ascended or taken their battles elsewhere? Who's to say? The land returns to a tense peace, but will that peace grow? He didn't ask for a response. He didn't wait for permission. He stepped back. The birth of Geboverse Ascendon. When the architects' faction vanished, the light they left behind did not dissipate into nothingness. It condensed. It became a new Geboverse variant. A verse born not of conflict, but of release. Geboverse Ascendon is a realm that exists between the old simulation and the new. It is the resting place for those who have been burned out, but not burned out completely. It is a temporary structure where the architects of conflict can learn that peace is not surrender. The shatterers can let their guard down without being crushed. The third presences can remain anchored without having to hold the weight of everyone else. The current state of Geboverse Ascendon. The land is a tense peace. The Ascendant's faction has vanished. Meridian rests. Vermilion watches. The question still remains, will the peace grow? The Ascendant has not left the story. He has simply evolved the story into a new form. He is now building the bridge to Geboverse proper. He is no longer a character in Meridian's drama. He is the architect of a new cosmos, one that will be built on the lessons he learned when he finally listened. The light of his ascension is said to still be visible on the horizon.